Hi guys, today I'm going to walk you through the anatomy of a great practice session. I'm going to show you the gear that I use, and I'm going to talk to you about ways that I get myself out of sickness, meaning how I get back to practicing after a sickness, or just how I deal with congestion. By the way, I'm Judy Fine. I created the Singer Athlete Workout Program. That's my online singing course. I'm also an artist development coach, and I have a program called Hobbyist to Gigging Singer. You can check both of those out at onlinewithjudyfine.com. And don't forget, if you enjoy this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. For starters, this is where I practice. This is my finished basement. It's a work in progress. I'm not going to have this much space in the future, but this is my Eon, my JBL Eon PA. I chose this one specifically because right here, this piece right here can actually go in the middle there to make it taller. But because I'm in a basement, my ceiling is low and I can't fit all the pieces there. That's why I chose the JBL. But there are a lot of great column PAs. The reason I'm showing you my PA is, let me just put that down. It's really important to try to create the circumstances that you want to perform in. So that doesn't mean that, you know, if you're in a heavy duty rock band or something, it's hard to recreate that just for your practice sessions, but you want to be singing into a microphone. You want to have some kind of amplification, because that's how you're going to be performing, so that's how you should practice. You also want some good space, like I have here, so that you're moving around, you're pretending you're interacting with the audience, you're pretending you're interacting with your bandmates. If you do that while you practice, you'll do it better, or do it at all, when you're in a band situation. I also use the Caraon app, and I recommend it or another app just like it. The reason this is such a great app for singers is you can turn the singer up, turn the singer down. You can turn off the background singers if they're confusing you. You can change the key. You can change the speed. The only downside to the Caraon app is that if you like really obscure songs, they might not be in the library. Otherwise, the library is pretty vast. There are two more really important tools in my arsenal for practicing. One is the Singer Athlete Vocal Workout series, where my warm-ups and vocal exercises are. But before I get to that, there's another important one that has to do with how I deal with colds and congestion. Well, first of all, the minute I knew I was getting sick, I started doing 2 nasal washes, morning and evening, every day. It stops you from getting sort of backed up in your sinuses. So I can't recommend it enough. It's gross. It's uncomfortable in the beginning, but you get used to it, you get better at it, and you'll never want to stop once you start. It's a weird kind of addiction that I will never make a YouTube video of me showing you how that looks. So you haven't been singing for a few weeks. You can tell you're getting better. You're doing your nasal washes. How do you get yourself back into your workout routine? You do things that I call buzz warm-ups. Now, if you're not a singer athlete and you don't have access to my vocal workout libraries, you can use your own exercises. You can also use a video, my most popular YouTube video, which is called Warm Up for the Mildly Congested. I'll put a link to it in the description and at the end of this video. So if you're working your way out of a cold, buzz warm-ups are a great place to start and stop. So give yourself a couple of days, maybe 3 days, to just do buzz warm-ups and sort of get your voice back in working condition. Now let's leave the cold thing behind and just talk about the anatomy of a great practice session. The first piece is warming up, always. Now, buzz warm-ups can be an important part of that, especially if you're particularly tired, or it's morning when you're practicing, or you haven't sung in several days. Even just a single buzz warm-up to begin with is a good way to sort of activate your instrument. But there's another kind of warm-up that is also really important and productive. It's what I call a tongue stretch warm-up. Now, I have a video about this. I'll put it up here. I will put a link to it in the description. It's a tutorial about your tongue, and it's a tongue stretch exercise that I take you through. There are a handful of these in the Singer Athlete Workout library to choose from, so that you can kind of cycle through them and not get bored with them. But the idea is your jaw stays still and your tongue does all the work for the entire exercise. This isolates the muscles of your tongue and your throat, both to stretch them and also to strengthen those muscles. Because again, this is all about building muscles and motor habits. The next piece in the anatomy of a productive and great practice session is your vocal exercises. Now, vocal exercises should not be confused with vocal warm-ups. They have a different purpose. Your warm-ups function to warm up your body, to stretch your instrument, and to get it ready and limber to move on to vocal exercises. Vocal exercises have targeted purposes, or they should. You could have a vocal exercise that helps increase your range, helps strengthen your head voice, helps stretch your upper chest voice, improves agility, improves your pitch commitment. There are all different kinds of purposes that vocal exercises can and should have. The vocal exercises in the singer-athlete workout libraries are separated by targets, by goals. So it's really easy to jump around and choose what you want to work on. Another thing to note about your vocal exercises is that repetition is key to developing a skill. It's not about whether or not you can make your way through an exercise. It's the repetition to build the muscles and to make the particular skill become a habit, a motor habit. It's similar to how sit-ups are not really about whether or not you can do them, but it's about doing them over and over again to build the muscles and maintain the muscles and build your stamina so that you can do more sit-ups. So now that you've done your vocal warm-ups, your vocal workout with your exercises, now you can do your song work. The song work portion of your workout might seem like a simple thing, but a lot of people don't really do it right, don't do it to their greatest benefit. Here's the part that people tend to get wrong during the song work portion of their practice sessions. They start a song, they sing it to the end, and then they move on to another song. That's fun. And I recommend that you do this from time to time so that you can enjoy yourself and you don't lose your joy and your passion for singing. But that is not practicing. Your song work portion of your practice session should be as targeted and goal-oriented as your vocal workouts. So you try staying in your chest voice this time, you try going in your head voice that time, you try a different mouth shape, you try a slightly different pronunciation. Whatever it is, you keep trying different things to get your best delivery. You don't just sing a song and move on to the next one. That is fun. Like I said, do it, but don't consider that a practice session. It's not practicing. It's just singing. Another thing about your practice session, and I talked about this before when I was showing you some of my gear, you want to emulate what you're going to do when you're performing. Even if you don't have a project right now, but you hope to have a project, imagine what that will look like. Imagine yourself brave and courageous enough to look into the eyes of your audience. Use the song portion of your practice session to imagine and live out a performance vision that you have. There you have it, a little bit about how I practice and a breakdown of how you should practice. Please, your dream deserves all you can give it. Expect success and then do the things it takes to get yourself there. You can do it. Please like this video, comment, let me know if there's a topic you'd like me to cover. Please tell your friends about me, do me a solid and help me spread the word about myself and my channel. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.